Good morning, Rob Woodgate here with the Famil Club. Delighted to say we've got Sandy Colombo having a video VIP chat with us today. Welcome, Sandy. How are you going?
I'm very good, thank you, Rob. How are you?
Excellent. I am just getting this organised so that we can actually see you this time.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. Now, tell me a little bit about your business and how you're involved in the event industry and what you're doing at the moment as far as the event industry is concerned.
Okay, so I might give you a little bit of a backstory about my why. I think would be probably the most interesting to people. My why, my business is Colombo Consulting, and I'm a trainer, facilitator, coach, and speaker and author. And one of the reasons I do what I do, Rob, is because when I worked in travel, and I was in the event industry for a little bit as well, I worked in group travel. But when I was working in travel for my 30 years, I know you won't believe that, 30 years. You know, I did start when I was 2. Only 30 in travel. I actually, when I went from, being a team member to being a team leader, I really struggled. And that first year of managing staff, I found really, really difficult. And when I look back, the reason I found it difficult was because I was leading like I'd been led. And a lot of the people that I had worked with probably weren't great leaders in really understanding what motivates staff and how to influence your staff and really how to get the best out of your team. And so that struggle led me into NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming, into being a coach. And I already had a background in facilitation anyway. I had worked for William Anglis when my kids were little, and in MIT teaching hospitality and tourism and event management, funnily enough. But all of those things, when I started learning them, for me, it actually grew the business that I was in. And I really am passionate about the tourism industry, understanding that when we invest in our people or in ourselves, in leadership, for want of a better word, or just even personal development, any sort of soft skills, it actually grows our businesses. And it grows our businesses in an incredible way, because people become more engaged in the business and they become more passionate about it. And, often tourism looks at any sort of facilitation work or coaching as a cost to the business rather than an investment to the business or of the business.
Very, very interesting. Yeah, the isolation period, how's that affected you?
It's affected me because a big part of what I do is facilitation work. I haven't been able to facilitate, so I've gone a bit, I won't say I've gone stir crazy. I've actually just done some things that probably I needed to do in my business, really go back and close some of those gaps in my business around, I'm actually learning Instagram at the moment and doing some other things that I just didn't have time to do before. So that's been a great thing. And I think my kids being 18 and 21, and I was just saying to you, my husband's working at home as well, so we're all at home. It's been a really good time to sort of not just consolidate my business, but also as a family, we've consolidated too. So I've got to say I've actually enjoyed some aspects of it.
Yeah, I'm sure having your family around makes a world of difference. I'm here alone, of course, and so, been missing everybody. But I can see in the next 5-6 weeks, we'll be up to July 1st and on the road home, I hope. I'm looking forward to talking to people on Zoom. I'm looking forward to educating myself in different aspects of the social media. Now, you mentioned using Instagram for business. and I still can't get my head around that. I can understand using Instagram to pass on photos, and I got lots and lots of baby photos sent to me by my grandkids, etc. But I still can't figure out how you can utilize Instagram for business.
Well, for your event organisers and for your travel or tourism, where photos are such an instantly recognisable part of will take you straight there, right? So if you're, for example, organising an event, you could demonstrate what that event would look like for your clients. And then they feel like, wow, that's what I want. I will go to, that event organizer, or I'll go to that travel business because I want to go to Italy, right?
Yeah. I was thinking on those lines where maybe the event organizer wants to look at the venue, and the venue's got a dozen different ways they've themed the venue, and they can show them those images.
For social media, regardless,
to get people to come to an event.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah. So regardless of what the social media, I mean, I use LinkedIn to get really as my lead generator. I've now gone into Instagram. I'll let you know how that goes. However, the point with social media is that you're not selling on social media. You're just growing your audience. And what is so amazing with any social media platform is the fact that there are people out there that you have not yet connected with or you don't know. So there's no scarcity. Now, if you're really authentic with what you do, you can bring those people back to your database and to your offerings. It's not about, here I am on Instagram or here I am on LinkedIn and buy from me. I mean, that doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay. So what have you got plans for the future? Do you have some new ideas that you can tell us about that once things are almost back to normal?
Yes, well, one of the projects I'm currently working on is an emerging leader program, which would be really great for the tourism industry because they don't necessarily do a lot of soft skills training for, that sort of person who's looking at becoming a leader, who's been a team member and is now moving up into, maybe management, because we're seeing a lot of people learning a lot of skills quickly and getting a lot of responsibility, in different ways because it's been changing so much. So part of one of the things that I'm working on at the moment is having, just day trainings where people can come in and learn things about communication, how to influence and manage with team members, or even just people who are new to management that are wanting, just some soft skills, a day training that they can take back into the workplace and really implement. So that's one of the projects I've been working on while we've been in lockdown, which has been good.
Excellent, good news. And apart from clicking on this link on this video, which will be on the website, how can people get hold of you?
Oh, they can find me on LinkedIn, which is just Google Sandy Colombo. I come up, but so does the hotel Sandy Colombo, which is quite funny. But they could. I know, Trivago. I did a post on LinkedIn about it. I Googled myself and looked at a photo, and there's hotel Sandy Colombo.
Wow.
I know. I'm famous, I know. And then people started going, what do you get for room service? And, we're all having a bit of a laugh. But you can also find me on my website, which is Colombo Consulting. So www.colomboconsulting.com.au.
Sandy, been a pleasure chatting to you. Thank you so much for your input, and let's catch up again soon.
We will.
Been really, really interesting listening to what you've got to say.
Thank you, and thanks for the opportunity as well.
Thank you, Sandy.